Okay, today's vocabulary word is subtle, but the spelling is just different, and this word is very common. If you read the newspaper, I think you see that word again and again. So, the pronunciation of this word is subtle, not subtle. It appears like subtle, but the actual pronunciation is subtle. S-A-T-L, subtle, subtle. You have to pronounce like this, subtle. Okay, so I always recommend that whenever you learn the word, so we have to first note down that what is the meaning in our language. Okay, so it means sukshma, that very small. Okay, and there is second meaning of this word, and this one is jatil, that complex. Okay, so now what is the English meaning of this? Which is not very obvious. This is the first meaning. Okay, that it is not very obvious or not easy to notice, that we have to put effort. So easily it is not noticed. Okay, and this word is the adjective. So that means this word, we can use this word with noun. So the noun which is not easy to notice, we can use word subtle with that. And unless you pay careful attention. Okay, so this is the meaning of word subtle, which is not very obvious. This is the first meaning. There is another meaning. So first we discuss the sentences related to this meaning, that which means that it is not easy to notice. Okay, so let's see some examples. I just take these examples from Longman Dictionary. So it for me it is the best dictionary, because that dictionary has very good explanation of every word. Okay, the first example is, the picture are similar, but there are subtle differences between them. Okay, so subtle works as a adjective for the word differences is a noun. Okay, so let's consider another example. The warning sign of the disease are so subtle that they are often ignored. Okay, so that means warning signs, this is the noun, and warning signs are subtle. So this again we use that as a adjective, that the warning signs are very hard to find out, because we have to pay more attention to those warning signs. Okay, okay, so this dish has a subtle hint of garlic. Okay, so subtle again here adjective, and hint means it's just a touch of the garlic, not exactly we put the garlic in the dish. There is very small amount of which gives just the taste, otherwise there is nothing else. Okay, so Subtle also have another meaning, and that meaning is behaving in a skillful and clever way. We also can that skillful and clever way, that means that the person जिसने आपको बहुत चालाक कहने हैं, okay, or we can say that very in a positive way, not in negative way, clever in noticing and understanding things, okay. जैसे वो कहने कि बहुत तेज हैगा, सारा कुछ समझता है, बहुत तेज है सारा कुछ, we can use in this sense this word, okay. So now let's see examples of this. He has a subtle mind, okay. So in this, the mind not very small, it doesn't mean that not very small, it means that very clever mind, the mind who can understand maximum of the thing, okay. So there is another meaning. Subtle means we use it at very specific, okay. So let's consider the example, because very specific means which is not easy to understand, okay. Okay, he has a subtle opinion about feminism, okay. So very clear, not very small, we don't want to, opinion means he has very clear opinion, to the point, because we, the meaning of that Hindi meaning is sukshma, it means that to the point, that person has very less confusion about the any topic, okay. So now consider some more general examples of this word. We notices some deterioration in her speech, but it was very subtle. Subtle means not easy to notice, no one can find out, okay. So some person has to look very deep to find those mistakes. The patterns, so I think this is the same example. uh, Very soon the research opened my mind to more subtle ideas. So that means subtle idea means that clear, more clear ideas, okay. So very refined, fine thing, okay. She wasn't, she was not very subtle about her opinion. I just make the mistakes, spelling mistake due to typing. Subtle, very subtle. She was not very subtle, very sure, very clear, okay. Not the opposite of subtle means that she was confused, okay. So this is about this word, and note down that this is the adjective, this word is not a noun and not a verb, this is a adjective. Okay, and most of the time we use that word for these two word meaning, that is complex, and second is sukshma, that means very small. Okay, I hope you understand this word, and subscribe this channel for more vocabulary. Thank you.